Yo, yo, yo. Good. Boy, oh boy, do we got a live here for you tonight. Let me send out this notification real quick. We got a live for you guys to get into it. Make sure y'all check in and let us know where you coming in from. Let me get this up on my IG, on the Instagram. Listen where y'all are coming in from. Somebody said Ant equals MJ. Y'all, you better stop playing. You better stop playing, my boy. Real quick. Make sure y'all check in and let me know where y'all are coming in from. Let me put this here real quick. Okay. Oh, no, I know you was joking. I know you was joking. Just a second here. Okay. I shared that. Let me get my IG. Y'all, let me do this. Then we're gonna get into this live right here. Cause man, oh man, I definitely want to discuss this game right here. So let me pin this in the comments. What's good? What's good? Make sure y'all check in and let me know where y'all are coming in from. Shout out to Dallas. Let me pin this message right. Looking like it right now. It's Cleveland, Rica. Shout out to y'all, man. Listen, we'll catch up to the live. Shout out to South Carolina. Yeah. Oh, y'all dudes, they've been laughing about the Clippers and Kawhi and guard Luka and Luka Doncic. He be cooking y'all. Look what he be doing. Well, out to Houston. What else we got? Shout out to Dallas. Let me see. Where else we got? Luka ain't playing. You damn right he not playing. All right, let me post that right quick. Let me get the box score. We're going to get into this. Let me see this. Somebody sell a fraud. That's funny. Let me see this real quick. All right, let me get that. Okay, let me get the box score. Shout out to Houston. Guyana, I see you. We're not going to be on here too long. Shout out to Trinidad. Okay, let me get the box score. Okay, let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this live, man. Let's get into this live. Shout out to Singapore. I was watching this game. Going into the I have a feeling. I have a feeling that this may be able to point when Dallas got back, when Dallas got down so bad. I was like, let me tune in out of the game. Let me tune back in and see what's happening. They were down 15 or 14. And I look at the score. They go back down to like being 12. The minute I saw Dallas creep within 12, I said to myself, I said, Dallas got a chance to really catch up and win this game. So once Dallas started catching up, I just said to myself, I said, yo, man, look, Dallas is gonna have a chance to win this game. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm not gonna talk too long. I just want to give you all my thoughts about this game real quick. This Dallas versus Wolves series is reminding me of the Denver Nuggets versus Lakers. And what I mean by that is it seemed like in that series, no matter what the Lakers did, Denver always found a way to respond to whatever the Lakers threw at them, no matter what the Lakers did. And that's the same feeling I'm getting in this series. No matter how well the Wolves play, no matter how much they go up by, Dallas always seems to find a way to come back and respond. They always do. No matter what, Dallas found a way to answer. Kyrie Irving basically goes scoreless in the first half, basically. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, Kyrie Irving hits 3 straight three-point shots. 3. Like boom, boom, boom. And it was so spectacular. I'm looking at the box score. I'm like, I'm looking at the game, and I post on the community section. I'm like, Uncle Drew, a bad boy. And then he kind of like gives them some energy, and then here come Luka. I think Luka Doncic, I don't have the numbers. Let me see how many points Luka scored in that game. Let me see how many points. Shout out to y'all, man. Let's try to get these likes up to 100 likes. Let me just give y'all my thoughts, and I'm going to be out. I'm not going to be on here too long. How many points Luka had in this game? Luka Doncic had 32 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists on 43% shooting from the field, 45% shooting from the three, with the three-point shot to basically win the game that he hit. And he did have 4 turnovers, but I don't know how many points he had in the fourth quarter. Kyrie Irving basically scored all of his points in the second half, and I think Kyrie scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. I think it was 13 points because I knew at one point he had 10, and then he hit that corner three to cut the lead from 5-2. I remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, what did I say in the last series? I said that people were mistaking Jamal Murray for Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, and I said that would be a very, very big mistake. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are on a totally different tier. Totally different tier. And I said that the Minnesota Timberwolves did not have the personnel to be able to guard Luka. You can't guard him. Why? Because number one, he's too crafty. Number two, he is too big. Number two, he is too strong. And if you think you're going to close him out in terms of stopping his opportunities to score, he'll beat you with the pass. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. Let me talk about Anthony Edwards for a quick second. Anthony Edwards ain't no damn Michael Jordan. Y'all need to cut that you know what out right now. Anthony Edwards is not Michael Jordan. Anthony Edwards is Anthony Edwards. He ain't no damn Michael Jordan. Y'all need to stop. Anthony Edwards has not had a 20-plus point game in what? He's gone 3 straight games. He's gone 2 straight games without scoring. I can find that. Let me see if I he shot. Let me see. Anthony Edwards shot. Follow my Instagram page. That's my Instagram right there. And also follow the channel Dreamers Pro. And if y'all are watching this live, we're trying to get to 200,000 subs by the end of this month. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Anthony Edwards in game 1 shot, 37.5%. 37, and he scored 19 points. That's game 1. Let's look at game 2, which was the game that just took place tonight. Game 2, he scores what? What did Anthony Edwards have? He had 21 points on 29% shooting. I think game 7 of the Wolves of the Denver series, I think he had like 15, 16 points in that game. He did play defense. He did play some defense. But to me, we need to stop with this Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan stuff. We need to stop. Because what I believe is that it is hurting him. I believe it's hurting him from a public standpoint. Because now when you compare him to Jordan and he doesn't perform at the level of Jordan, now you got people saying, well, look, he ain't no Michael Jordan. When instead, they should have just let him be himself. And now I understand why he was like, let me live. I don't want to be Michael Jordan. I don't want to be Michael Jordan. You have people talking about he's the face of the NBA, jumping out of the window and all of this stuff. It's like, let him progress. I know the NBA, I know the media is desperate to have the next star of the league because LeBron is leaving soon. I get it. But when they heap this amount of pressure on a player that this is his first time in the playoffs, you're allowed to fail your first time. He doesn't need to be Magic Johnson. He doesn't need to be Magic Johnson. He doesn't need to be, and I think it's unfair to him because prior to this year and prior to these playoffs, I never thought of Anthony Edwards at the caliber of a Kobe Bryant or anything like that. We thought that he was one of the younger faces of the NBA, like John Morant, like what's the other guy? Zion Williamson, and so many others. Okay, this is not his first time. Now, somebody brought up the point he talks crap. And I think this is where Anthony Edwards has to learn. Because now it's cute. Anthony Edwards is going through the honeymoon period like John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies did when they were going through the honeymoon period with the NBA and fans. Because one point they were talking and we're going to run up the chimney and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Everybody was hype and yeah, go John Morant, go John Morant. But after a while, they were like, well, if y'all as good as y'all say y'all are, let's start seeing you guys produce some wins in the playoffs. And then it gets old. It goes from being funny to corny. So Anthony Edwards, I think that he's been buying into the hype, which is cool. He's a very young dude. He's only 22, 23 years old. For God's sakes, when we were 23, like, let's just be fair to him for a second. For those of us, let's say in our 30s or in our late 20s or even in our 40s, go back and think about when you were 22, how you were acting. You're only, 3-4 years removed out of high school. And in the case of Anthony Edwards, he's 22, but he's a multi-millionaire. So, of course, you're going to be very confident because at that point, you think you know everything in the world. So, of course, everything is a game. He may not understand it, but I think it's unfair what's happening to him in terms of the expectations. But now that they're being heaped on him by the league and people calling him in the face of the NBA, this is what you're going to get. Let's get back to the game. Luka Doncic is a bad man. Luka Doncic is a bad man. We need to give Luka Doncic his props. Luka's always been a bad boy. Nobody has ever questioned Luka's game. Nobody. He's literally been an MVP candidate quite literally every single year for the last 3-4 years. He's an MVP candidate. Legitimately. Hey, guys, let's try to get these likes up to 150 likes or 200 likes. Every year, Luka Doncic is an MVP candidate. Every year. But the knock on Luka has been, number one, he complains a lot. He complains a lot. And number two, he doesn't really play defense. I want to address the defense part. The Dallas Mavericks, I believe, are a great defensive team, not just because of the acquisitions that they made at the trade deadline, which really helped. And I was telling some of y'all this at the end of that Game 7 when we did the live. I said, although the Minnesota Timberwolves are a great defense, the Mavs are like in the top 5, top 4 in defensive rating. But I got to give some credit, not just to the trades, but I got to give some credit to Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving for their defense. These boys have been playing defense. Luka Doncic has been playing defense, like real defense. Getting in the passing lane, getting to his man, recovering, getting back to his man, deflecting passes, blocking lobs. He had a very big defensive play at the end of Game 1. A very big one. So Luka is playing defense for the very first time in his career. Luka is a rare generational talent. Do you agree? I 100% agree. You would got to be a fool not to agree with that. He is. I mean, he just is. He's clutch. He can score. He doesn't get rattled by the moment. And he's a fantastic playmaker. Fantastic. So to me, Luka Doncic is an all-time great. And if he goes to win the championship, He will deserve it. And whatever praise he gets, he deserves it. And I think all that Luka needs is a championship under his belt. All he needs is a championship under his belt. And Luka, I believe, will win a regular season MVP. I believe so. And I also believe this championship right now, I think they will. I think that Luka will already be ranked higher than James Harden all time. I believe that for a fact. I think he goes ahead of James Harden. He goes ahead of a lot of those dudes because he won. And you got to give the man some credit. He stuck with it. We have heard no trade talks of Luka trying to leave Dallas to go to LA, go to New York, go to Miami, go to Philly, go to Boston, wherever, the Massachusetts, wherever. He just stayed put, and he's been doing his thing. So shout out to Luka. And my final part, I want to talk about Kyrie Irving. I'm going to take a minute or two, and I'm going to let y'all go. Kyrie Irving is reinventing himself right now. Prior to this run, Kyrie Irving for the last few years has been viewed as the problem child in the NBA. He's the dude that lost his Nike deal. He's the dude that said that people were saying, what has Kyrie Irving done since he left LeBron James? All of those narratives are going out the window right now. Kyrie caused no problems in Dallas. Luka has loved playing with Kyrie. Loved it. There have been no friction, no issues, no nothing. He stayed under the radar, and Kyrie Irving is doing his thing. I am happy for Kyrie, and I would love to see Kyrie Irving get a ring. I would love it. There are a few players I would love. Kyrie, Russell Westbrook, people like that. I want to see them get rings. And I hope Kyrie Irving gets another ring. I really do. For his reputation. Because Kyrie Irving deserves to be a top 75 player. He does. He does. Kyrie Irving deserves to be a top 75 guy. He certainly has the talent. So to me, man, I don't see this series going the same way it went with the with the Denver Nuggets and the Wolves. I don't see that happening because the Mavericks are better. Period. They are better. They are a better defensive team. They are a better offensive team. The Mavs have the best player in the series in Luka. And they have two of the best three players in the series in Kyrie, Luka, and Ant. In terms of in terms of Anthony Edwards, we need to stop the Michael Jordan comparisons and let that young man be who he's going to be. But the Michael Jordan, he's the next Michael Jordan and blah, 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 blah. He's going to be the face of the NBA. We need to stop that. I think it's unfair to him. Big mistake by Minnesota letting Luka ISO Gobert. Wolves got a double or trap to get the ball out of his hands. Let someone else beat you. Appreciate G. Benson. G. Benson, I want to bring up something. Appreciate your comments and your super chat. That particular play that you're referring to in terms of the defensive scheme is the single most difficult thing to guard, one of the most difficult things to guard in the NBA. Go ask the Clippers. The Clippers couldn't guard Luka Doncic in the pick and roll one day. They could not. And what is going to have to happen is the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to need to make a defensive adjustment, which means that they're going to need to get Rudy Gobert off the court. And the moment they do that, the lane is going to open wide up and there will be no, There will be no rim protection. Because those boys are going to exploit that play you just saw. Kyrie has won. Luka Doncic has won playoff games against the Clippers doing it. Either switching off on a big that's too not quick-footed enough, or a smaller guy who can't guard him. He's literally won playoff games against the Clippers doing this very thing. And there's no defense for it. None. Because if you trap him and you get the ball out of his hands, appreciate the super chat, he's going to kill you with the pass. The Wolves are in a bigger mess than they realize. The Minnesota Timberwolves. So appreciate the super chat. I don't think there's any solution. I think the only solution is you go small and you get Rudy Gobert off the floor. And if you do that, you take away the rim protection. But if your plan is to play him, good luck. Good luck. Because if he splits that double or you bring two to the ball, the big is rolling to the basket. And next thing you know, you have Lob City, like we saw with their Twin Towers all game long. If the Mavs make it to the finals, I like them over Boston. I do too. Yes, I think the Mavs will beat the Boston Celtics. I believe so too. Now, and choke, they just took him out of the game. They took him out of the game. But anyway, guys, this is my analysis. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I'm sure it's Friday night. Y'all got a lot of fun to have. Probably going to go out, whatever. Hang out with your family, hang out with your girl or your man, whatever. To hang out with your kids or just, I don't know, relax at your house or watch a movie. I don't know. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. But I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this on this live or study. Somebody said or study. Yeah, you might also want to study. I don't know. Y'all got some. Oh, that's right. Some of y'all in college. That means y'all got some finals coming up. Wishing y'all the best with that one. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, man. Had a good live. Thank you guys for checking in. Be sure to follow me on IG and also follow the page and make sure you guys sub to the channel if y'all are not subbed already. Thank you, guys, and we catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one. God bless. God bless. Peace.